G'day you mob, how's it going? Welcome to this episode of Aussie English. This is another episode of Aussie Slang, the series of short episodes where I try and introduce you to a different word or phrase in Aussie slang every single week. So, today I'm going to be teaching you the expression airy fairy. And this is a nice one. I think if something is airy, I guess it's that it's hard to pin down, right? It's kind of all over the place. It's a little bit airy. And I would imagine, without having done my research thoroughly, I would imagine we've just used fairy as well because it rhymes. Okay, so if something is airy fairy, you could use this to mean that something is fancy. So I went to an event the other night. There were a lot of rich people there. They were really posh. It was very fancy. It was a little airy fairy. It was an airy fairy affair, right? So it wasn't really my taste. I wasn't a fan of that airy fairy event. But I would typically use this to describe someone as either themselves being a little vague, right? So they're sort of, how would you explain someone who's a little vague? They're a little hard to pin down. They are maybe not straight to the point when talking with you. They kind of give you an airy fairy feeling? I don't know. Yeah, I would say someone is vague. Let me just turn off my phone as I'm getting messages. And how else would I use this? So imagine that someone gives me directions from, say, my house here to a new house where they live. If the directions are really vague, I might say that they are very airy fairy directions. So they weren't very specific. They were very hard to follow. I didn't really understand. You know, go this way, turn at the tree, and then on the left you'll see our house. I might be like, what? I don't understand that at all. It's really vague. It's really airy fairy. So hopefully you understand now how to use the expression airy fairy in Aussie slang. If you want to learn more about Australian slang and Australian English in general, go to aussieenglish.com.au. Check out the podcast, the Aussie English Podcast. It is available via any good podcast application. You can also download the podcast app that I have for Aussie English for free. Just search Aussie English in the App Store, whether on iPhone or Android. And if you want to watch these videos at the same time as learn all about these slang terms, check out Aussie English on YouTube. Anyway, thanks for joining me, guys. I am your host, Pete, and I'll see you next time.